Welcome back, HR Assassins. Let's get into this. So we have this dummy set of awards data from data stores, you can see here. And I've got multiple names, multiple awards to an individual name in SSN. So this is a one-to-many table, and this is the way you're gonna get it. If you think that you can just say where it don't equal AAM, then all you're doing is excluding does not equal Army Achievement Medal. You only excluded the AAMs from this list of awards and people. So again, on a one-to-many, you can't exclusively identify an individual like that. You only removed the rows that said AAM. It did not tell you who doesn't have one. So I'm going to show you how I would approach this. I'm going to go query design. I'm not going to use the GUI. We can do it later. If somebody wants me to do it that way, I can. But I'm going to write this in SQL. I'm going to start from scratch. And this is not a class on SQL. I'm going to go back and bring you guys that at a different time. But what I'm going to do is select SSN from data store T, right? 18,000 rows, and I want to group by SSN. Means group them together so there's not 3 of the same SSN on that query. Just show me one instance of it. So now there are 1,605 individual SSNs on this table. But where there's many awards, it replicates it out to 18,185 rows. So knowing that the weapon that I'm going to choose off of the weapons rack is SQL, it's going to solve this problem. And I want the SSNs from data store where the SSN is not in, and this is called a nested query. But I want to write a select statement to select the people that do have AAMs. So I want everybody that has an AAM, and then I'm going to tell SQL to give me the people, give me the SSNs who don't have an SSN in that population of people who do have an AAM. So I'm going to write that, select SSN from data store T, and where the meal award class description like, and I'm going to use the wildcard achievement medal, right? Just stay with me. Let's go over here and look at this, because I want to show you something where it contains ACHIEV, right? When you look at this one, achievement is spelled ACHIEVE. It has an E, but when you look at this Army Achievement Medal with the C device, and I think there's a with R device, they don't have an E after the V. So that's going to get it wrong. You're going to come out with about 415 or so if you don't ask for both variations of the spelling. So I'm going to say where it's ACHIEVE or, and I'm going to just copy this. All right, come on. And take out the E. It's sad, but that's the rules you got to play by, yeah, if you want to win, right? And then I need to group them by SSN so that I don't have multiples. And that's going to do it. Show me the SSNs where the SSN isn't in this population query of people that have AAMs in both variations of one spelled right, one spelled wrong, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to end that statement with a semicolon. You don't have to in Access, so it'll let you get away with it. And let's run it. I'll see, something's barking at me. Get rid of that other semicolon. Put it down here. Let's run it. It's going to take a second to look through all of that data. But you're going to see that number, you can try it, and that's the beauty of SQL. That could probably be written in 10 different ways. I don't think I'm exaggerating. It may be more than 10. You could write it in different ways. And each person may write it different, but the end state needs to be 315. So there you have it. Play with it. Tinker around with it. And once you see that you can't do it with your spreadsheet, perhaps, then maybe you'll stay tuned to watch us teach you how to write SQL, because it's really, really simple. It's really basic. And it's more about you knowing the data than you do necessarily knowing about the SQL syntax. So again, data manipulation, I can answer that question. Sir, there's 315 Muldoons who don't have an AAM in this brigade. This is who they are. If I wanted to know by battalion, I would just add a UIC in there and group by SSN and UIC. And I can show him how many people by battalion don't have an AAM. But stay tuned. We'll come back later and show you guys how to write a select statement or a SQL statement to get the data exactly what you want. When you start using the user interfaces in data store, you can't get as specific as you like. Just like you can in Web EDAS or EDAS. They have serious limitations to what they'll allow you to do. But if they just allowed you to write in SQL in a read-only situation, you can get exactly what someone is asking you. And that was kind of my rub with the Army and how we do HR data for years, is that you give me half-assed tools to try to deliver, A1 products, and it just doesn't work that way. We need to get back to a situation where we teach people data manipulation language, because you are in a situation where you have lots of HR data and you don't know how to manipulate it. So they should be teaching that at some point going forward. Otherwise, you're going to stay like you are and say that we can't answer that. Or you'll print out 1,605 ERBs and ORBs to try to look at them physically with your own eyes and figure out who doesn't have an AAM on that ORB or ERB. So there you have it, a nested select statement within another select statement will solve that problem by grouping together the guys who have AAMs, which is a known, and then saying, give me any SSN that's not in this population of people. So that was the key part to solving that problem. So stick around. I'm going to give you a bunch of other gems and nuggets, stuff that I've learned over 25 years of really dealing with HR data, and we're going to give that to you away for free. So stick around.